Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the 1.18 All Advancement series. Now, I was not planning to start today from the end, mainly because I had put together this Looting 3 sword to get a couple of tridents so we could do some of the trident-related objectives. But unfortunately, that just did not pan out. So what we are going to do is we are going to make our way up to this end gateway here, and that should be a good enough space for us to start on some of the, or start toward some of the objectives that we will want to have accomplished within the next little bit. So let's go ahead and make our way up towards the gateway, which this is going to be a bit painstaking, but we'll get there in due time. And once we are through that gateway, it's going to open up the opportunity for us to do a couple of objectives, but I'm not going to do all of them in one fell swoop, because I feel like it's going to be beneficial for us to take on a couple of extra things before we really tackle that, or at least break it out between a couple of weeks here. So we're going to make our way up in this general direction, and I probably should have used Endstone here because Netherrack is something that the Enderman can pick up and kind of mess with me with. So that's not overly fun. But if I take away their ability to access it, then that should alleviate some of the problems or issues caused by it. And I really hope I didn't look one in the face just there. I don't think I did. Okay. So now that we're up here at this gateway, we can make our way through it, and that should give us one of the objectives that we were hoping for here. And we're going to want to take note of these coordinates. There we are. That gets us into this space. And let's have a quick look at some of the end advancements that we can do here. So we've got remote getaway, and now we need to find our way to a city at the end of the game. So we're going to hopefully find wherever that is for us. And of course, this gateway is on an island where we would have to make our way back to it. So that's a little unfortunate, but at the end of the day, what can you really do? Let's at least make our way off of this platform, and then I'm going to set up a space where I can get a couple of additional pearls because I'm going to need and want them. And then we will continue on our little path to make our way out here. There we are. That's a healthy amount of pearls that we should be able to use to our advantage. Now, something else that you may not know is, well, I don't have any arrows to do it, but with these chorus flowers, you can actually shoot them off of their little not their objectives, but their little trees in order to make your way, or collect them and take them back to the overworld where you can then grow them on your own. So something else that you may want to keep in your bag of tricks for things that you can do eventually. But let's make our way out here and see if we can find one of the cities that we came out here for. All right, there is a city. That is what I was hoping to see in today's video. Now, it does not appear to have a ship, but that is okay because we will be out here to find another one here in the near future, I'm sure. Now, let's make our way around this way because it looks like we're going to need to take a bit of a roundabout trajectory, if you will. But these land masses will either be connected or very close to being connected. And I don't know if that city over there has a ship. It looks like it may, but we'll just kind of have to investigate that as we get closer to it. Oh, and there's another one right out there in the distance. So honestly, not so bad. Looks like we are just outside kind of a decent area, but there's 3 of them right here close to each other to the point where I should be doing okay. Now, my performance is down a little bit because I have some additional render distance cranked up here so I could see a couple of these end cities. So I'll have to adjust that here in a moment before we get into some of our combat with these shulkers, because they're going to come around here. And there it is, city at the end of the game. And we'll just want to take this guy out. And it looks like he hit the other guy there. But if we end up taking and getting rid of those, I should be able to start collecting some of the shulker shells here, which will be good for expanding my inventory and storage. And I've just looked at like 3 of these Endermen, which is not great. And I'm gonna die right here, I'm sure. Oh dear. Yep. Well, that's unfortunate. That's kind of what happened there. We'll be able to make our way back here, though, and recollect some of our belongings. But that's going to be where I have to end for today, and it's just kind of unfortunate that that's the way that worked out. Well, that's what happens when you get swarmed by 5 different Endermen, and when you're tired. So, we'll be back eventually. It's fine. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.